In the heart of South America lies a kingdom of water. The Amazon, a river so vast that it carries more life than any other on Earth. Beneath its brown currents lurk secrets of survival and blood. This is not just a river, it is a battlefield. And here, two predators meet in a struggle written in flesh and fear, the piranha and the black caiman. Stretching more than 6,000 kilometers, the Amazon feeds a basin the size of a continent. Its waters rise and fall with the seasons, flooding forests, swallowing land, and then retreating to reveal oxbow lakes and hidden lagoons. Every corner, life pulses. But in the shadows, danger is constant. Over 2,000 species of fish call these waters home. From giants like the Arapima, reaching 3 meters in length, to shoals of tiny tetras glittering like sparks of light. But in this crowded river, size offers no guarantee of safety. Here, even giants bleed. Here, death often comes with teeth too small to see until it is too late. The red-bellied piranha, barely half a meter long, rarely more than 3 kilograms in weight, yet in numbers, they are terror-made flesh. Each jaw carries a row of triangular teeth as sharp as scalpels. Their bite force, relative to size, is among the greatest in the animal kingdom, strong enough to shear flesh from bone in seconds. A single piranha cannot kill a caiman, but a swarm, dozens, even hundreds, can strip a carcass too. Bone in less than 5 minutes, their tactic is frenzy. Each fish takes a piece, then darts back, making way for the next. It is a storm of mouths, a whirlwind of blood. In a quiet pool, a catfish drifts injured from a predator's strike. The first piranha circles, testing with a quick bite. Blood darkens the water. Within seconds, the shoal closes in. The surface churns, froths, bubbles with violence. Moments later, only a skeleton drifts with the current. The river has fed its blades. But there is another ruler here, larger, older, and infinitely patient. The black caiman, the largest predator of South America. Males can reach 6 meters in length, weighing over 450 kilograms, with jaws capable of exerting a bite force. Near 3,000 pounds per square inch, they are built to crush turtles, capybaras, even deer that wander too close to the water's edge. Their armor-like scales make them nearly invulnerable to smaller predators. Their eyes, set high on the skull, allow them to watch while the rest of their massive body hides in the murk. For hours they wait, motionless, the current carrying them unseen. Then, a single lunge, explosive, unstoppable. As apex predators, black caimans shape the river itself. They keep fish populations balanced, prevent herbivores from overrunning riverbanks, and serve as guardians of the Amazon's fragile equilibrium. But even guardians bleed, and in these waters, blood calls the swarm. In a shallow lagoon, a school of piranhas moves beneath the water like a shifting shadow. Nearby, the silhouette of a caiman glides between tree roots, massive jaws, just breaking the surface. Neither sees the other clearly, but the river carries their presence. The tension in the water is alive. A lone fish strays too close to the caiman's snout. In a flash, jaws close, the body crushed and swallowed. Whole. For a moment, silence returns. Then a single drop of blood escapes into the water. The swarm stirs. The scent electrifies them. They turn, converge, darting closer. The caiman feels the water shift. Its yellow eyes narrow. The first battle between blades and armor is about to begin. In the bloody Amazon, every ripple hides a threat. Every shadow carries hunger. Piranhas and caimans, predators so different, yet bound by the same law, kill or be killed. Their struggle is eternal, their battlefield endless. And tonight, the river waits for blood. Bloody Amazon. The fierce struggle of piranhas and caimans. #wild animals. Animal Kingdom. The Amazon is a land of extremes. In the rainy season, the river swells and devours the forest, drowning trees beneath 10 meters of water. But when the rains cease, the river falls back, leaving shallow pools cut off from the current. These shrinking lagoons become cages where predator and prey are trapped together, forced into confrontation. As water recedes, oxygen dwindles. Fish grow desperate, thrashing at the surface. For the piranhas, it is opportunity. They circle like living knives, waiting for weakness. The first strike is small, a fin, a tail. But in seconds, frenzy ignites. The pool boils with violence. The sound of tearing flesh echoes beneath the canopy. What was once a shoal becomes bones. Scientists estimate that in a feeding frenzy, a large school of piranhas can strip a 50-kilogram animal to bone in under 5 minutes. Yet outside the frenzy, they are cautious, careful testing before committing, retreating before exposing themselves. In the Amazon, even fear is a survival strategy. Not far away, a family of capybara approaches the water's edge. They must drink, they must bathe, but in the shadows, the black caiman waits. For hours, he has floated unseen, only eyes above the surface. Now, his tail flicks once, twice. The water parts in silence. Then, an eruption. The caiman lunges. Upward, jaws engulfing a capybara in a single strike. The herd scatters, shrieking into the trees. The victim disappears beneath the surface, pulled into the depths. Unlike the frenzied assault of the piranha, the caiman's method is patience and power. He strikes once, decisively, then drowns his prey with the crushing embrace of the river, where piranhas devour with numbers. The caiman dominates with strength. But sometimes these two worlds meet. A caiman feeds on trapped fish, its teeth tearing into a writhing mass. Blood seeps into the water. The current carries the scent. The piranhas arrive. They dart closer, snapping, testing the giant. Their teeth rake across armored scales, leaving scratches but not wounds. The caiman thrashes, tail whipping, jaws snapping at the water itself. For a moment, the river churns into chaos, 1,000 tiny blades against a wall of ancient armor. Then, as suddenly as it began, it ends. The caiman surges forward, driving the swarm back. His body is too massive, his hide too thick. The piranhas retreat, waiting for another chance. A wound, a weakness, blood they can follow. But even giants can falter. When caimans clash with rivals, wounds open, blood drifts downstream like a beacon. Within minutes, the piranhas arrive. They do not kill the caiman, not yet. They nip at the wound, exploiting weakness. Death is patient. In the Amazon, even the strongest carry shadows. In this river, power is balanced by fear. The caiman fears the swarm. The piranhas fear the jaws. Each shapes the other's behavior. Together, they carve a rhythm into the Amazon patient. Ambush, frenzied assault, predator against predator, all bound by blood. The battles of the river are never final. Every hunt is a rehearsal for the next. Every victory temporary. Tonight, the water runs red. But tomorrow, the struggle will begin again. In the bloody Amazon, survival is a cycle that feeds on itself, forever unbroken. Do you want me to move into Part 3, Survival, Reversals, and Legacy, where we stage the climax, a wounded caiman swarmed, a reversal, ecological role, and conservation close. In the Amazon, even the rulers bleed. A scar, a wound, a moment of weakness the river never forgets. Here, strength is temporary, dominance fleeting, and when blood touches the water, the balance shifts instantly. An old male lies. In the shallows, his body marked by a rival's bite. The wound seeps slowly, the water carrying a ribbon of crimson downstream. To the untrained eye, it is nothing. To the piranhas, it is a signal. The first arrive within minutes, testing the edges of the wound with cautious bites. The caiman thrashes tail, lashing the shallows into foam. But the swarm grows dozens, become hundreds. The water begins to churn. Even the king of the river can be humbled by the piranhas strike and retreat. Strike and retreat, carving pieces from the living giant. The caiman bellows, jaws snapping, catching to 3, but for each crushed body, 10 more return. The frenzy is deafening, the water boiling with silver flashes and scarlet streaks. Then the old male lunges with the last of his strength. He rolls, using the full weight of his body. The swarm scatters, the river itself heaving with his fury. He smashes against the bank, mud rising in sheets. For now, the piranhas fall back. The giant still breathes, but the scar remains, and the swarm will return. Later, the piranhas feast on a deer swept away by the current. Their frenzy blinds them to the shadow beneath. The caiman strikes from below, jaws engulfing half the swarm. The water explodes. What was once predator becomes prey in an instant. The balance swings again. In the Amazon, roles are never fixed. The hunter of one moment is the hunted of the next. It is the river's law. merciless, eternal. But this struggle is more than violence. It is balance. The piranhas keep the river clean, stripping carrion before disease can spread. They cull the weak, ensuring fish populations remain strong. The black caiman keeps herbivores in check, protecting the riverbanks from destruction. Together, they are not chaos, they are order. Yet this balance is fragile. Human hands carve into the forest, spill oil into the waters, scatter mercury from illegal mines. The river that has run red for millions of years now faces a new predator, one without patience, one without respect. In the bloody Amazon, survival is never gentle. It is written in teeth and blood, in scales and shadows. The piranha and the black caiman, two predators bound to each other, locked in an endless struggle that shapes the river itself. They are the law of the Amazon. They are the reason the jungle breeds, and as long as the river runs, their battle will never end.